Hey guys, imagine you were fighting a war against an oppressive regime. Over the years, you had lost many friends and loved ones during your struggle for your freedom and beliefs. And at a really crucial time, everything goes dark. Imagine then that when you wake back up, several centuries have passed. Those who you fought alongside are long gone, killed, and worse, vilified in the history books as monsters, murderers, and enemies of the civilization, hated by all. Your side lost, your enemies won. They've taken control, and everything you fought for is over. The whole world has changed, and here you are, alone, being called upon now to do some security guard / detective kind of work based on your skills. This is the setup for the story in Altered Carbon. I really like this show because it gave us something different for a change. In Altered Carbon, the reason you can wake up far in the future is because they have a technology developed from an alien race which allows your consciousness and memories to be backed up through an implant in the back of your neck. So if you get killed, as long as the device itself is not damaged, you can go on into the future. If you have enough money. So I watched the first season a few months ago and waited eagerly for the second. I think the first was better overall, as the second season wasn't as grand in scale, but it did give us a pretty good conclusion to the story. After the story was set up, they continued with that story. They didn't go back in time with some kind of cheap time machine and change things around. They didn't take an old IP and rehash it with politically correct characters. They actually made something new that stood on its own 2 feet. There were a lot of very interesting and compelling characters with solid backstories that made the whole thing much more believable, and thanks to some really good acting, it was really possible to put yourself in their shoes and wonder, how would I react if I find myself alone in a world that was only vaguely familiar? This is the way science fiction should be done. Altered Carbon was a very good addition to the canon of science fiction that we have already, and I hope that science fiction writers can look to this and see how you can make something new, interesting, and futuristic in the 21st century, and importantly, make something that has a planned ending, which produces something that is actually enjoyable to watch. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys will check the show out, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks, guys.